And then having a pager. I've been in the industry so long that I had a pager, just like Dr. Meyers had a pager. And if you were needed, you had to use the hospital phone to call whoever's calling you on the pager because we didn't have cell phones that we could use because they didn't work in the OR.
And Matt, what you've been through, I mean, I showed up to Mako at a point when they have figured so much stuff out, and I leaned on you so much. You went through the acquisition and the changing of the guard and all these things. I mean, your insights on it are,
I can kind of give you a background from that standpoint. So I've done a little bit of all of it. When I first started, I got plunged in. Fortunately for me, I had such an adept because my background is in biology from an exercise science degree. I knew the anatomy, physiology, I knew the biomechanics, I knew all of those things going in. I had to learn the product side of things where I had to learn, like, wow, what are we doing with this product? What does this look like from an engineering standpoint? Does this make sense from an engineering standpoint when we put it in the body? And just learning. Fortunately for me, my background helped me out tremendously to grasp those concepts really, really quickly and was able to just sort of jump in and be successful because I was able to learn on the job quickly how to have conversations with surgeons and fortunately enough, learning the trays. Like my first day, they're like, hey, here's 30 trays. You're going to dump everything in these trays out on the table, and then you're going to put them all back together. And you need to know exactly where every piece is in this tray and what every size and what every number and all those things. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm putting things back together. It's like a puzzle. I like that. Then they're like, you're going to go now, you're going to go in the OR and you're going to tell the surgeon how to do that. And I'm like, I'm going to tell the surgeon what? Those kind of, that kind of questions where and then having a pager. I've been in the industry so long that I had a pager, just like Dr. Myers had a pager. And if you were needed, you had to use the hospital phone to call whoever's calling you on the pager because we didn't have cell phones that we could use because they didn't work in the OR. It was like
hmm
that's how far. And then you're getting calls at 11:30 at night. Hey man, we're gonna use your nail in like 45 minutes. Can you come to the hospital? Yeah, I'll be there. Get to the hospital. Oh, we're delayed for like 2 hours, man. I don't know. Like they didn't get approval. Like cardiac clearance is not ready to go, and they're polytrauma, but we're gonna use you. 4 hours later, then you're finally doing the case at 5:30 in the morning. You get done with the case, and it's like, oh, I got to go now to my total joint cases at another hospital, so I'll
start a
be
new
up all
day.
night.
Yeah.
Uh, that's what is people miss. People don't understand that. They're like, oh, I don't get to sleep at night. No, if you're in trauma, you're never gonna sleep. You're gonna be called
Correct.
every single hour of every single day if you have a good product and they want to use it. Otherwise, you are out there trying to get somebody to use your product, and when they do, you better show up, or otherwise they're not going to use it for very long. So it's a whole different
Yeah.
world. And then getting into the joint space, getting into revision space with surgeons and having conversations, deep conversations about patient care. There is so much to learn. I am still learning every single day. And I've been doing this for over 20 plus years. I'm learning something new every single day, especially now with AI. We have all of these things that integrated robotics. You're talking about all kinds of stuff. We're now augmented reality in the OR. Now surgeons are talking about, well, do we do kinematic alignment for total knees? Do we do mechanical alignment for total knees? And now there's all these other things that are constantly evolving. Medicine is constantly evolving every day. Something new, something different. Is it better for the patient? Is it more cost effective or not? These are all conversations that we should be having every day. If you're getting into the medical space, you're gonna be drinking not through one fire hose. Like you're gonna have fire hoses coming at you from every different direction, right?
Yeah.
And so there's so much to learn, and leaning on the surgeons to learn from them, and a lot of times they're leaning on you. I mean, granted, I had a great background with total joints and I learned the robotics quickly and I was able to help surgeons because robotics was scary for surgeons. When I first did it, the doctors were looking at me like, what does that mean or what does that do? So I'm having to answer questions and help them make the right decision for their patient. Even though I don't have a medical degree, I have the understanding of what that's supposed to get to and what they're looking to get to and say, would you like to go this direction? This is what we anticipate the outcome to be, and having that conversation versus sitting there and being like, I don't know, doctor, what do you think? Right? It's a two-way street. And so people getting in the industry need to realize that you can't just think that it's going to be all like rainbows and,
Yep.
strawberries or whatever you want to call it. It's not that way.
Yeah.
So,
No, you're right. When I speak to some of these clients or potential clients, Like I'm trying to understand their background. I literally ask, what did your parents do? How did you grow up? Did you work when you were in high school? And not everyone's the same, and some people can make adjustments or have different whys or different natural abilities. But helping them understand what they're going to go through to see if they're going to make it is incredibly important.